Hi guys, today I'm going to go through everything you need to know about BMW's iDrive 6 system. You're going to find this on newer models such as the X1, the X2, the 2 Series, and any of the previous older generation cars. Now I'm going to go through everything that there is to go through on a screen. My example is on a 2021 X3, so some things might be different depending on your car. It might not have such features as ambient lighting, or there might be some sections that are empty and not available to you. If you have any questions about any details or anything like that, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And yeah, let's hop into it. But before we get there, make sure you like, subscribe to this video, and stay up to date on all the latest BMW news and information. If there's anything you need to know, just ask and I'll be happy to make a video of it. Okay, so now let's break down everything there is to know about our BMW's iDrive 6 system. So right here, you're gonna have your control buttons. So you have your short keys at the top for media, communications, your menu, your map, and your navigation. Basically, this one is your home. You go back to that whenever you need to. And then you do have your iDrive controller with a back and an options button. Now this iDrive controller is going to be able to rotate, and you're kind of basically scrolling up and down the menu. You can press it up, press it down, left, and right, and then of course press down for enter. Now some of the sections where if you're entering in words, you can draw the words here. It is touch sensitive, so you can go ahead and draw the letters or the numbers, anything you need. And now let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like on the infotainment screen. So this is going to be our main menu. You're going to have 6 different tiles that you can configure and have in every order that you want. So if you want communications at the front, you can mix and match these as you go along. And all you have to do is just touch the button up here, and you can drag the tiles and move them around to where you want them, and then press the home. Now at any point, this is touchscreen. So you can either touch screen all day, or you can use your iDrive controller that's down by your gear shifter. Now let's just go through the menus as they are. So communications, and I'm just going to use the iDrive controller. You have your contacts that you can, if you sync your phone, you will have access to your contacts, recent calls, dial numbers. This is where you can manage mobile devices. So connecting a new device, you would just connect here, select what you want to connect, telephone, Bluetooth, audio, Apple CarPlay. Go ahead and click it, and then it will search for your Bluetooth. So now on your phone, you want to open up your Bluetooth settings and connect to the vehicle. And then you can also go into your settings and manage Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay or not, internet hotspot. Next one is your BMW Assist. So concierge, accident assistant, roadside assistant, anything you need can be called in here. Bmw Messages, so the vehicle is going to let you know when it needs gas or when it needs oil change or anything. Personalized menu, you can select which communications that you want to come through. Next one is your navigation, so you can either enter your address. I always like to just use the speech button on the steering wheel and tell it where it needs to go, or you can do recent destinations, enter new destination. You can do a quick search, your home set your home, and if you want to enter your address, so you can either speak it or go through the options to start your guidance. And then you can go into your map, and this is what the actual map looks like. You can get that through the short button key down by the shifter. I always just click map to go there. And you can also go through the settings, so relevant to your traffic information, navigation volume, positioning, setting your home address again. And then in your settings, you can select whether you want to see fuel prices or parking info or anything like that. Next one is going to be your media and radio. So you can have your presets. All you have to do to activate this is select the station you want, click down again to enter, select your preset section, click down again. It's going to save to your preset. And then now the next time you go to your presets, you have it right there. And you can, create a huge list. Satellite radio, FM, AM, or Bluetooth audio from your phone, USB plug-in. You can change the tone, the balance, everything in there. Manage your mobile devices, either connecting or deleting. You can personalize the menu to show what you want to show. If you're never going to use Bluetooth audio or USB or AM, you can just take that off so that it won't appear at this menu anymore. Now the next one is going to be connected drive. So once again, BMW Assist, concierge, BMW Messages, news, weather, information, anything like that. Next one is my vehicle. So we're going to get almost all of the vehicle settings. So vehicle settings, lighting, you can do interior lighting. If you have the ambient option, it will show up here. You can change the color and the brightness, dim for night driving. your exterior lighting, turn signals, comfort, welcome lights, LED carpet lights. And then as you go through each one, it highlights what section it's going to be on the vehicle. Doors and keys, so you can select whether it's driver's door or all doors. Whether the doors lock automatically at the end of the trip, unlock automatically, flash, acoustic signal, full mirrors in when it's locked. Everything gets highlighted on the right side for what you're changing. Your intelligent safety, so pedestrian warning, front collision warning, lane departure warning with steering intervention, blind spot detection, also with steering intervention, side collision warning. You can set all of your safety to how you feel comfortable. Steering wheel vibration, you can change the tones, whether it's light, medium, or strong. You can have a speed warning. So I like to set this at 150. So if you're on the highway and once you hit that threshold, you're at the risk of your vehicle getting towed, but you can set it to whatever you want. Vehicle attention. So you can set this recommendations for stops. It basically, tells whether or not you're fatigued or not. Parking. So this is automatic PDC. So if you put into reverse, it automatically does that. Or if you're at slow speeds approaching an object, automatically activates. With braking intervention, so you can have it so the vehicle emergency brakes in the rear in case you're going to hit something. Parking assistant, sound in the parking space designated or detected. Cross traffic alert, panorama view. Your driving mode, so you can configure sport or configure eco. Comfort ventilation, so you can set the car, will turn on the vents and pump out some of the air so it's not as hot in the summertime when you get into it. And enable or disable vehicle tracking through the app. Next is your Idrive settings, so you can do your mobile devices through here. If you want to connect a new device, which one you're going to select. Language. What the touchpad will be able to enable for. What your display settings, your control panel, the brightness or turn it off, the instrument panel, what you want to see displayed. Control your time and date, set it automatically or set it to whatever you want. What units you want to be reading. The tones for your radio. Notifications you want to see. Pop-ups that you allow to pop up. Whether it needs a software update. Getting starters for whenever you have a new vehicle to go through your basic stuff, data privacy. Next one, you can change the contents, what each little tile will display when you're scrolling through on the main menu. Driver profiles, my favorite, so you can apply different driver profiles to the vehicle. So anything you change on one driver profile will not change on another, and you can have each one set to a certain key. So when your wife or spouse gets in, or husband or anything like that, they get in with their key, all the settings automatically change to what they want, and they don't mess up your settings. And you can either have it so that it shows who's driving every time you get in the vehicle, or just turn that off. You can have up to 3 driver profiles, with one being a guest. So if you give your car to them, they won't mess your settings up. Your vehicle status, so your tire pressures, your oil, check control, required services, telecommunications, technologies in action. So you have your efficient dynamics. You can see where the engine, where the power is going. Sport driving analyst, so it's going to give you driving analyst. You need to be in eco mode. And it'll tell you how efficient you're driving. And it'll rate you on stars of how efficient you're being. And then sport gauges, which is one of my favorites. Tells you the horsepower and torque you're currently seeing. Driving information, onboard, trip computer. And then your digital owner's manual, where you can search and look up things, anything you need. Now when you're in a menu, say navigation, or you're in your map, you can have it split screen. Now if you just toggle to the right, it'll go over to the split screen and you can turn whether to turn it on or off and what you want it to be. You can choose from a couple of different things. And that is everything you need to know about BMW's Idrive 6 system.